Mercy the Mad here, and today we've got a video for you covering every single new skill that comes with the Saar DLC. So the embargo has just lifted. I'm going to be streaming my own Saar playthrough for you guys, taking whatever questions you've got. We can investigate that stuff together on stream, but I thought that I'll just make a separate video that just goes through every single one of the new skills so that you can go and check this video and look up any particular skill that you want to talk about during the stream, rather than having to go back and keep covering the same ground over and over again. So we'll go through every single Juve, Ganger, Leader skill and all the skills for each of the different classes, and I'll timestamp them so that you can sort of find them easily as well. Saar's house perk is filtering system. That gives them minus 10 AP to the cost of using health dispensers. So they'd normally be 20 AP, but for Saar it's only 10. Also, after using Entrenched, they get a defensive self buff that removes 2 dot debuffs. Also, they gain plus 25% healing until the end of the turn. Since you can entrench every turn, this perk makes Saar almost immune to dots. Saar can't stack hit resist quite as high as Orlox can, but with bleeds being the main way of getting around hit resist, their hit resist is going to be a lot more valuable. First of all, we'll go through the leader passives. So these 4 are the same for all of the houses. These 2 down the bottom are the house variants. So the lead by example variant that they've got gives minus 35% to aimed shot after they use any order or carry skill. So it's only aimed shot, not normal shoot. And their Paragon, after they use heroic, they get plus 20% ranged precision. So that's going to help them avoid grazers after they've used a heroic ability. The leader's active abilities have order stand ground, so their special order gives minus 10 AP to the cost of aim shot. You can stack that 3 times like the other house variant orders. And heroic call to arms is pretty good. Gives plus 15 critical hit chance to all allies within 10 meters. So it's an AoE buff to all of your teammates. Lasts till the end of battle. Gives everyone 15% extra crit chance. Then if we look at the Ganger level passives, they've got defensive reaction, gives plus 10% hit resistance after you get any overwatch or ambush damage, and max level it's 20%, stacks up to 3 times, so 60% hit resistance if you take 3 overwatch shots in a row. Killing spree gives max level gives plus 25% range and melee penetration after you put an enemy out of action, and you get another stack of it after the second enemy, so plus 50% melee and range penetration. So that's not hitting grazers, that's penetrating damage absorption and armor. Then on the Juve passives, they've got Scavenger, minus 5 MP cost of Entrenched after they've used the carry action, and they get they last till the end of next turn. And they get plus 10 MP per round for the next 2 rounds. Melee trained gives them plus 5% melee crit chance till the start of the next round, or plus 10 at max level. So basically every time you use a melee skill, after that you've got plus 10% melee crit until the start of the next round. Now these are all the new Saar passives. So all of these are Saar skills. So these 2 are both based on Entrench. So after you use Entrench, until the start of the next turn, so just for the rest of the remaining turn, you get plus 15% ranged penetration, plus 15% ranged evasion, bypass ranged evasion. So that means that you're going to have less chance for them to evade, or if you miss, and you're going to have 15% penetration through their armor or damage absorption. So it's not versus hit resistance. Then Siege mode is a defensive one. So after you do Entrench, you get plus 15% crit resistance and hit resistance. So that hit resistance is quite good. That's going to get a lot more grazers after that. Only lasts until the start of the next turn though. Battlefield Matrix, after you use Disengage, it gives you 10 extra movement points. So just makes them, or 20 if you max it out. So it just makes it easier for them to keep their distance from enemies. Ongoing maintenance. After using Trench, field repair costs 10 AP less, or 20 AP when it's maxed out. So you basically get free field repairs after you've done Entrench. Field adjustments. So this is after you use reload or field repair, you get plus 30% ranged and melee crit chance, only for the next attack. So it's removed after the next attack or at the start of next turn. So if you can use it for Overwatch if you reload before you do Overwatch, but it will get removed after the next attack or at the start of the next turn. So then you got diversion. After using an explosive or offensive consumable, entrenched costs minus 10 AP, minus 10 MP, sorry. And you can max it out for minus 20. So that's quite good, I guess. For a Saboteur, perhaps you can throw an explosive, minus 20 movement points. It's only going to cost you 15 movement points to entrench. Then the passive, the active, sorry. Ganger actives, their version of Power Strike gives plus 110% damage as normal for Power Strike, has 15% extra chance of evasion, just like all the others, but the target gets a minus 15% crit resistance for the rest of the battle after they've suffered from a Power Strike. Their battle advice is actually really good. Minus 50% AP cost of shoot times 1, lasts till the end of the battle. Also minus 10 AP cost of all consumables, offensive consumables. But yeah, so basically you do this, you use battle advice on one of your comrades or one of your allies, and then for the rest of the battle, their first shoot action costs 50% less. So that's quite good. Then we've got Juve skills. So their version of readiness is a self buff that you can do on yourself. Gives you plus 15% bypass ranged evasion, so just less chance of you missing, less chance of the enemy evading your shooting. Your preparation is the opposite, just gives you a 15% ranged evasion. Again, it's just a self buff, you can't do it on anyone else. Then if we go through the individual classes, first of all we've got Brawler. The Brawler is active. The Vansar chain hit is nowhere near as good as the Goliath one. So as per normal with chain hit, you can hit two different targets or two at the same, either hit both on the same target or two different targets. Costs 35% extra AP at max level. Each attack has minus 20% hit precision, so more chance of grazes. Now their one gives plus 30% melee penetration to the Vansar Ganger, but it only lasts until the end of that turn. So the Goliath one lasts until the end of the following turn. So basically you always have it up, whereas this one you don't have it up on your first attack, and it's only after you do the first chain hit that you get that for the rest of the round. So it's not as good as the Goliath one. Intimidation, this is sort of interesting. It gives plus 35% AP to all tactical skills for the target, and that person can't use entrenched for the rest of the battle after that. So it's got a 30-meter range, single target. You can just target whoever you want within 30 meters, and for the rest of the battle they can't use entrenched anymore, and all their tactical skills cost 35% extra. So that includes reload, using zip lines, jumping, everything except for shooting, basically, 35% more. And it only costs 15 AP to do it, so it's quite good. The Brawler passives have got Galvanize. So after they use Intimidation or a Warcry or Carry, they get mixed max level, they get plus 15% crit chance for just until the end of that turn. So it's, again, sort of a bit weak because you have to use a Warcry first and it only lasts to the end of that turn. Their version of Persistence, after you use Death from Above, Disengage, or you put a fighter out of action, you get minus 35% of your next aim shot, or at max level it's minus 75%. So that's quite good. It's quite interesting. You can see like a sort of a mobile sort of shooting brawler maybe that jumps down onto enemies and then shoots them point blank with aim shots with dual pistols. Something like that could be pretty interesting. The lane mechanic has a skill, Build Turret. It allows you to actually place a turret that'll do 34 to 37 damage to any enemy within 5 meter radius when they start their turn, when they first activate. If they move, I think they have to move at least 3 meters, or if they perform any skills within the radius. This skill is almost exactly the same as the Goliath skill, Roaring Forge, except Roaring Forge only does 5 to 10 damage, whereas the turret does 34 to 37 damage. So it's quite a lot better than the Goliath version. One thing about it is, though, if you move within the turret's range, you'll take fire from the turret, but you'll not take a pin penalty. You won't lose the -10 movement like you would if you get shot by Overwatch. And it also doesn't pin movement. It doesn't confirm movement on the map. And so if you kind of run up to somebody and put this next to them, then they'll get shot immediately when they start their turn, and then as soon as they move, or if they use any skills, they'll get shot. So you could potentially get 2 or 3 shots onto somebody with this, and it only costs 15 action points. So it's quite good. Also, that blocks movement. It's like you can use it to block areas off. Although enemies can vault over it, as it's short. Their version of Machine Strike performs a melee attack with the servo arm. Attack does 31 to 42 damage. If the attack hits, it does a damage over time on the target. Gives them -20% damage absorption. Not sure if dot means what I think it means, but anyway. But yeah, they get -20% damage absorption for the rest of the battle. So that's their armor or their damage absorb skills, -20 to that. Now their passives, they've got Builder's Boon. After they use any building skill, they get -25 AP cost of aim shot and a -25% cost of field repair. Their Machine Spirit skill, after using field repair, reload weapon, anointed armaments, or tinker, get plus 10% stability to active weapons. Lasts for 10 attacks. Yeah, I don't know. Max level is plus 20%. Yeah, I don't know whether this is any good. Maybe, I guess. Maybe if you reload, your weapons get more stability. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem very powerful, but yeah. Next we've got the Heavy. Heavy's got some interesting skills. So Tune Up. This is their house variant. Gives plus 25% bypass ranged evasion with their active ranged weapons. Lasts till the end of the battle, and the standard plus 300 damage to destructible elements. So the plus 25% bypass ranged evasion is quite good. You got long range with the Heavy, so quite often you're shooting and you don't have the option to flank, so you have to shoot through cover and stuff like that. So 25% bypass ranged evasion is quite good for a Heavy. You can also do it on your allies. Aura Garrison. So their sort of AP aura gives plus 15 AP recovered per round, plus 15 maximum AP like normal. But their one gives minus 10 AP cost of all offensive consumables. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't use consumables that much, but yeah, could be good. Now their passive Guardian. After they use Tune Up, Carry, or any aura, they get plus 5 or a max level plus 15% hit resistance until the end of the battle, and it stacks twice. So basically they can just give themselves like a self buff that gives them 30% extra hit resistance, which is, yeah, it's pretty powerful. Then of course you can get your alertness perhaps up to 30. So then you've got like 60% base hit resistance, which is yeah, pretty crazy. And Retribution, it's a ranged after they suffer a ranged attack. Assuming the ranged attack does normal or critical, so if it's a graze, it doesn't do it. Then they get minus 20 AP cost of aim shot and minus 5 AP cost of field repair until the end of the turn. Yeah, maxed out, it's minus 15 for field repair, minus 40% aimed AP shoot cost. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's only one shot, and you have to get shot for it to, activate. Yeah, it seems okay, I guess. Saboteur. So Saboteur's active skills. They've got the Concealed Trap. So it's a trap. So you move within it, then you get 15 to 20 damage. And you cannot use ranged offensive skills until the end of the battle. And it does a dot, there's 15 to 20 at the start of each turn, lasts till the end of the battle. So you'll just keep taking this damage until you die, or you get your dot healed off you. But yeah, ranged offensive skills, no ranged offensive skills to the end of the battle. So, you know, this could be really powerful against a shooting gang. Their chem synth I don't like too much. So it gives you the +10 maximum movement, +10 movement points per round as normal, +15% ranged evasion, +25% stress resistance. So I don't know. I mean, ranged evasion. I guess ranged evasion is pretty good. Yeah, and they can sort of stack it with some other things as well. I mean, a heavy can stack some ranged evasion as well, and maybe some other characters can too. So, yeah, I don't know. Not sure if I like that one as much as some of the others, but yeah, potentially could be useful. Well, I mean, definitely be useful, but yeah, I don't know if it's the most powerful one, but yeah. They're passives, so they've got exhilaration after they use chem synth or any support consumable. They get max level +20% critical hit resistance, and it lasts until the start of next turn. So yeah, it's only until the start of next turn, so it's not, you know, not too great. Vandal's Gambit. So after you sabotage, max level, -15 AP cost of aim shot, and -15 AP cost of spread shot. Yeah, it's okay, but I mean, it's very situational. You got to use sabotage to be able to use it, so you know you can't really stack it up or you know, do much with it. The Deadeye has got actives. Their grapnel shot as normal, 37 to 50 damage. It's a ranged attack and shoot up to 20 meters. The target of the grapnel shot, if they take normal or critical damage, so assuming you don't graze, then their aim shots cost +50% AP for the rest of the battle. I don't know. I mean, sure, it's okay, I guess, but it's nowhere near as good as like some of the other houses grapnel shot. Advanced aim. This is a shooting skill. It's a shoot. It's like trick shot or double tap. It's an attack. Sorry. Can be aimed at specific body parts. If you hit with it, then that person has -15% critical hit resistance. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess it does a debuff. I probably still wouldn't use it though. I'd probably still go for trick shot or double tap as my primary thing. You know, because one of the trick shot and double tap are going to just do more damage rather than kind of put a debuff that is going to increase their crit chance for later. But yeah. So passives, they got take 2. So after performing a ranged attack, if the attack is evaded or deals a graze, then they get -15% or a max -35% cost of their next aimed shot. Thus they get -5 MP cost of their next entrenched. Lasts until the end of turn. So yeah, it's sort of, again, it's like it only lasts until the end of this turn, so you can't use it next turn. You have to have already done a ranged attack, you know, in order to trigger it, and then it only works on aim shot, which is aim shot's quite expensive. So you know you may not have the you know action points left to use it. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit situational, and like entrenched, you can only use entrenched once per turn. So you know if you shoot, maybe if you shoot once and then you use entrenched, sure. But yeah, I don't know. You can't sort of compound it or stack it anyway. Defensive landing. This is pretty good. So after ascension or jump, they get +10 hit resistance or max +20. Doesn't stack, but you know you can basically jump every turn, you know, and then you can have like +20 hit resistance. You know, pretty much all the time. So it's quite good. So yeah, that's all of the skills for the Van Saar, all the new ones. Yeah, I'll see if I can get some more content out for you guys soon, and I'll be streaming as soon as the embargo lifts.